If your 40-year-old neighbor had sex with his 15-year-old girlfriend when he was 18, the state considers him a child molester or sexual abuser and labels him as such. The government says that you have a right to know. If your neighbor's wife or coworker used to be a prostitute, the state has labeled her a sex offender. And again, the government tells us that you have a right to know. If your child was caught playing doctor with another child, he or she is also labeled a child molester, many times for life. And the government says that you and your neighbors have a right to know. If your neighbor had one too many drinks in college and mooned a group of people, he has exhibited lewd and lascivious behavior. The state says that he is dangerous. The government says you have the right to know. Today, there are over 600,000 registered sex offenders in this country, some of them as young as age 5. Many have been on the registry for decades, the result of a one-time, one-crime offense, many just like the ones I have just described. The registry makes no distinction between violent rapists and the child playing doctor. All are deemed dangerous. It is implied that these individuals can never be cured and that notifying the community of these individuals will somehow make us safer. The sex offender registry does not make anyone safer. It does not save lives, but it destroys countless once promising young lives forever. The myth of stranger danger is what propels these laws, induced by the politicians and perpetuated by the media. Each new sex offender law comes on the heels of a rare, high-profile, and horrible murder of a child. Often the laws are even named after the child that has been killed. The laws are then applied retroactively to all 600,000 plus registered sex offenders whose crimes do not even begin to compare with the current headline-grabbing tragedy. In many cases, these laws are applied to law-abiding Americans 10, 20, and even 30 years later, completely destroying all efforts and accomplishments of successful re-entry into society. The only reason the public tolerates this is because of fear, that all sex offenders will reoffend and that all are dangerous. This is simply not true. Numerous studies have proven this, yet the fact is well-guarded secret among mainstream media and politicians. Now, DUI offender registries, child abuse registries, and drug offender registries are popping up all across the country. Again, the government tells you that you have the right to know. Sex offenders were obviously just a stepping stone to tearing down the constitutional rights of American citizens. While I am certainly no expert when it comes to the Constitution, I can tell you that nowhere is it written that the public has the right to know. And not just the right to know, but the right to have the information commercialized and advertised for corporate profit. The Constitution does, however, guarantee all Americans the right to a reasonable expectation of privacy, as well as immunity from ex post facto laws, meaning laws that are applied retroactively or after the fact. That is why I am here, to wake my fellow Americans up, because I believe that you have the right to know the truth. I'm Amanda Rogers with OperationAwareness.com and SoClair Media. Please see our websites for more information. Thank you for watching.